Welcome, Cancer. This is your weekly focus for April the 16th through to the 22nd, 2018. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now let's turn to the cards here and see what they have to reveal about the energy that surrounds us and how to use it in a very positive light to go forward. And we have the Seven of Swords. Well, take what is needed. Absolutely. Trust yourself more than anybody else. When this card comes out in the first place, there could be somebody, trash talking you. There could be somebody trying to pull you down. And don't worry about them. Ignore them. Go forward on your path. Put a smile on your face. Know that you've got what it takes. And don't let them sway you into thinking things about yourself that are simply not true, or somebody else. Hold your head high. You know how you got here. That's all that matters. And you're only taking what is needed to go forward. And I really had this theme, even though we've just come off of a spectacular new moon, there's a little bit about endings and healing and closure here, about simplifying. So a little bit of tempering in our life is needed. What do we truly need in order to go forward? What are we taking with us that really doesn't belong, but weighs us down, that pulls us down? We have the Six of Wands. Oh, the Six of Wands in the middle. Yeah, expect something wonderful to happen this week. You are going to be celebrating success. In fact, other people are supporting you and cheering you on. Essentially, this card is you are in a parade. The parade is for you. They are excited about your accomplishments. Maybe it's promotion. It's good news coming in. It's a spectacular path perhaps opening up for you. And this is not a time to rest on your laurels. This is not a time to kick back your feet and say, well, I did it, because you haven't. The work's only begun. So get ready to go forward. But there's something probably that's going to happen this week that's just going to make you smile from ear to ear. Three of Wands. Three of Wands, there is a new direction to take. Most definitely, there is a new direction to take. You're weighing out the possibilities. You're weighing out the pros and cons. Whatever the decision is, it's going to take a little bit of courage from you in order to step into it, really step into it. You haven't quite made the decision here. You're leaning very heavily in one way. Pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to your higher wisdom. You already know best for you. For work and career, Eight of Swords. Time to change your perception. I love this card. I really do. It's like you get this revelation. It's like you can get this insight this week that's really going to push you into a brand new direction when it comes to work, career, what defines you, finances. Seriously, look at this card. Look at it up close. Okay, so we have the castle in the background. We don't even know how close we really are to this castle because we're blindfolded, we're tied up, and it looks like we're imprisoned. But let's look at this a little bit closer, okay, because our feet aren't bound. So we could walk wherever we want and see what's holding us back. We remain, though, standing there like we can't move, that we're limited in some way. If we walked a little bit, we might even like cut our foot a little bit on one of those swords, but we know then that we can cut those ropes that bind our arms. And once we do that, we can lift that blindfold away. And we can see that we weren't trapped at all. In fact, there's no swords behind us. If we would have done a 180 and started walking, we would have walked right into the wall of that castle, that dream. So this could be the dream job that opens up to you where you get this revelation of how to go forward in it. It could be a career. It could be an opportunity for defining yourself, on who you are and what you do and what you give to the world, on what you bring to the table. So expect some kind of radical new thinking. It could be a conversation you have. It could be an article you read. It could be somebody saying something to you at work about your performance, or you could see where you have always limited yourself. That's another possibility. Is you see now where you have limited yourself, maybe because the last job you had or a job when you had when you were a kid, you did this and then this and that happened. It really wasn't good. So you always pulled back on that part of yourself, knowing that you can bring it out now, knowing how to use that same quality to push yourself forward in a new direction. We have the Nine of Wands for love and relationships, so that's beautiful. It almost it almost looks like a crowd here of different people. So it could be more of a group setting that you are stepping into. Although relationships, it could be a friendship, it could be a soulmate, it could be a parent, a sibling, a child. It could be the people at work, in your neighborhood, in the community, at the world at large. You have you've learned so much walking through relationships, growing in relationships, being disappointed in relationships, and you are ready to begin again, start anew. So this could be a brand new relationship coming in. This could be where you know how to make the relationship that you are in, that has dulled in some way, put a new spark of energy into it to grow that relationship deeper, stronger. You know what to bring to the table in order to enhance that relationship or those relationships. A new day is dawning for you. A new relationship, a new tribe, a new clan, a new family. Or you are standing up in those situations, in those relationships, as a brand new person, a more confident person in what you have to offer and what you give within the relationships and what you expect in the relationships going forward. For our spirituality, the Ten of Swords. You might have to backtrack in your meditations, in um, your meditation, your prayer time, your reflection, of looking back at your past situations and how you dealt with them, and if you felt that was the correct way to deal with them, or if you were inspired to put a new tactic in play, to try something new and different and unusual and unique. Whether it's a situation or your own behaviors, your own way of thinking, or maybe within a relationship. And it's almost like you have to go backwards, or you will go backwards, or you will have some kind of insight, or I keep getting this insight or this revelation in your life this week of what you've truly learned, of how you can go forward with a success, with a joy, with a happiness, with a peace of mind. Pay attention to your dreams, waking and sleeping. Pay attention to those little thoughts that come to you. Definitely pay attention to your dreams. But even when you are meditating, even when you are praying, and usually I'm all about the new moon affirmations right after a new moon, but that card says differently. Yes, we want to do our new moon affirmations, but we also want to put in the wisdom that we have obtained and will be applying going forward. And for our health and well-being for this week, the Knight of Pentacles, oh, you are sitting back a little bit. You are thinking, okay, so I'm doing this. Is it really doing something for me in a healthy way in order to raise my well-being, in order to maybe lower my stress levels? How do I go forward into the abundance I want when it comes to the picture perfect, or the perfect picture of health? It's almost like you're sitting there. The horse isn't being prompted to go forward, though you're not pulling tight on those reins. The horse is waiting for your command. The horse knows, has faith in you, so have faith in yourself and your ability to judge what is the most important things for you in your lifestyle in order to go forward with a feeling of health, a feeling of well-being. So you may be, you're not rushing into anything. You're weighing out certain options. So you're thinking, well, I could join the exercise group that goes for the walk every day, or I could join the gym and exercise on my own. And then there's this yoga class that I wouldn't mind getting into. Man, I can't do all three. I can only do one. And it's like you're weighing out which one really works best, that keeps balance in your lifestyle and your routine, and yet really works on benefiting you in some way. And you see where the most benefit can come from, which one, the reasons why. And then I think, maybe the end of this week, but I would think more towards next week or maybe even the week after is when you decide, okay, this is what I'm going to do going forward. This is how I'm going to change my lifestyle. If you're going to change your eating habits, then maybe this week is when you're going to get rid of all that junk that you paid money for, so you just don't want to throw it out. That was your grocery money, so that's what you're eating. But in order to develop a menu plan for the following week or something. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.